And essentially to embrace hardship, as I said earlier, sometimes kita lari daripada, like you said, macam mana I have this mindset of like, trying things out, and it's because I believe hardship, even if I gagal to do something, or if I fail, or if I get embarrassed along the way lah, adalah orang nak gelak ke apa ke, I tak kisahlah, kan. But you embrace it, because it's that hardship that teaches you. Because sometimes a door has to close for another door to open, and sometimes that the other door just doesn't open unless you lalu the one path, and then you get slammed the door. But then you won't know, that's the main path. Can you wouldn't know to turn right, if you didn't try to turn left and realize that, alamak, not the right way, kan. Because we don't have a window to the future. Okay, we don't have a roadmap to what's going to happen even in the next half an hour. We can plan because we have a jadual, right? But we don't know. Suddenly you naik bus, tayar pancit, right? And anything else. I mean, anything can happen, right, in life. And so we don't have that window of what can happen in the next half an hour, even with our jadual, even with our planning. Yeah. So we embrace whatever that comes, even in the hardship of things. Benda yang susah pun kita embrace, kan? Because that's both things are a test. And the hardship is a test and a blessing. Benda yang success also is of course a blessing, but also a test as well. Yeah. And as I said, it's continuous learning, right? And learning can be through many ways. Alhamdulillah, we have this opportunity today to share. You've had this last couple of days to learn about yourselves, your team, and the people around you that you work with. That's one way that you're learning. And then Alhamdulillah, I got invited here to share my knowledge and my experience as well. So you're learning as well. Again, you have books, right, that you can learn from. If online, sekarang ni we live in a technology world where there's so much access to education and knowledge, right? And then there's classes, online classes, weekend classes, and then also you learn from your peers, your children. You learn from new things. Macam ni buat technology especially, right? Yeah, and so but learning is that bedrock of growth essentially, and so we need to continuously have this mindset that kita never too late to learn. Yeah, because once we feel like we know everything, that's already, I think, one step towards that's not a positive thing. Yeah, and then that's where you become arrogant, you become difficult, you become know-it-all, right? You become very negative. And once you think there's nothing more to learn, because you rasa you dah tahu semua, susah lah macam tu. And some people have that perspective, unfortunately. Macam ayah betul setengah orang kan, sebab dia macam tahu semua benda.
How do you change? I mean, how do you influence a person like this?
I think with care and support and kind of like communicating and knowing some people, maybe if you know that person cannot be so direct, then you don't be so direct, but then you keep on. Sometimes you need consistency as well. There's no one answer on how, because it depends on each person, but it has to start from a place of sincerity. That means you cannot just change people because you want the change, but you feel that secara ikhlasnya it's baik for that person. And that's where you also have to introspectively know about yourself and be comfortable with yourself before you go on and advising other people to change pula, kan? And so the exact how, of course, as I said lah, depends on person by person, but you start with the place of sincerity, inshallah, and then after that you try different things based on what you know of that person. Maybe kan, setengah orang ni memang jenis tak boleh cakap direct, so you kena berkias sikit. Setengah orang macam you tak boleh cakap 2 kali, 1 kali cukup, and then bagi dirang you cakap even baru 2 kali 3 kali dah macam nagging, padahal baru je 2-3 kali je, bukan macam 15 kali, but to some people memang dia macam tu. So you just macam like, okay lah, you already said once, right, and then you see how it goes next week. You tak payah macam at that moment you nak cakap 2, 3, 4 kali, kan. So it's all about also being mindful as well of the people around you, on how you approach them, kan.